Hello and welcome to this channel. My name is David. For those of you who have never been here before, thank you for joining me. I'm a clinical nurse specialist in Australia with people with chronic health conditions. I've started this channel and I'm going to do various things with it, but I'm going to also do a couple of reaction videos to various things, music, television, and the like. As this is my first reaction, I wanted to do something special, and I've noticed on YouTube a lot there's this artist called Ren, which I'm not familiar with. So I googled him, and I'm sure a lot of you are aware of him, that he'd been through a lot of health issues for many years. He'd been misdiagnosed, presumably he was bitten by a tick and developed Lyme disease, which caused all sorts of troubles, and he was misdiagnosed as having various mental health issues. He'd been getting treatment for those issues, which really just made his condition worse. Sorry about that noise, that's my dog in the background, which made his condition worse. Now I've checked out his Instagram page, and presumably he's still getting a lot of treatment these days, which is very sad, but his music has been doing very well. So I know a friend of mine who recommended Ren to me. He said he recommended two bits of music, Hi Ren and Sick Boy. So they're two videos that I'm going to react to. Now, my musical input, I'm a fan of music, I'm not an expert, I'm probably not going to add anything to anything else that anyone else is saying. However, hopefully I might be able to give a bit of perspective from a health professional, if these songs are to do with health at all. But looking at the thumbnail in Hi Ren, he's actually sitting in a wheelchair in a patient gown, so I assume it is. Not concerned about copyright issues, because presumably Ren is not with a company, and he wants his music shared. So I'm going to listen to the whole song without any breaks, and then at the end I will make a few comments. I've got a pen and some paper. Pick up anything interesting, and hopefully you'll like the video. If you do, please give me a like. If you comment, please comment if you'd like me to react to any other videos, or even just have a video talking about health conditions or anything else. I'm not just going to be doing reaction videos. And I'd love it if I got a few more subscribers. Thank you very much, and we'll get on with the video.
Hi there, Ren, it's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky, cause I always come back. Deep down you know that, deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, are you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since we spoke, bro, I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd, not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate, this time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place, and my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great, and when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it. Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus. Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Well, I'm not going to tell you anything that you don't already know about his talent. Ren, he's a very good voice, very good on the guitar. I mean, the writing of that song is amazing, really amazing. But I suppose I'll try and give you more of my perspective from a professional point of view. Also, I really did like this song. It didn't seem like nine and a half minutes either. It seemed like about 3 or 4 minutes. So I guess that just shows that I really did enjoy it. But I suppose some of the points that I wrote down is that looking at the discussion with himself, it could be interpreted a few ways. And that's a good thing about art, whether it's music or movies or painting or whatever it might be. You can interpret things that sort of suit your life or your world views. For example, that discussion that he was having with himself, you know, could be interpreted as just that voice that a lot of people have, or most people have, that says, oh, you know, you're not going to achieve this, don't worry about that, manage your expectations and so forth. Or it could purely be more of a mental health issue, like a schizophrenic episode or an episode that's had during psychosis. I got the feeling that it's most likely that voice that just says you're not going to achieve what you want to. And especially with someone like Ren, who has had long-term chronic health issues, that voice may be a little bit stronger in somebody like that. So that's what I got from that. There is a few little hints towards suicide, which I picked up on quite quickly. The voice, the back and forth between the Ren and the other voice was talking about if you have to kill yourself if you want to kill me, or something like that. I can't remember. That is something that people do live with, especially when they've had long-term chronic health issues. It could even be delusional, that argument between the two voices, especially towards the end when it becomes, I guess you could say, more of a religious aspect to it, more like the devil and the good side and the bad side. It could be delusional, or for those that do believe in higher powers, it could really just be a thought that voice that you might have in your head is actually an evil voice. More comes from the devil and the good side from God, or whatever it is that you might believe. So you can interpret it the way that you want to interpret it. I also like the fact in that towards the end that he spoke about, when he's talking about the light voice, some people know me as Hope. That was very uplifting towards the end, especially because it was very chaotic the bit before that. And the lyric, something about, I'm also known as like the voice you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope, or something like that. That stuck with me as well, because I guess if anybody's ever been in a situation where they've had terrible stress or been suicidal, but it's terrible anxiety, and then all of a sudden it's just been released, you just get this wonderful feeling of, back to normality. Now, that very bit at the end, it was more like poetry, I suppose. He mentioned that this may have started all when he was 17, so I'm assuming he was 17 when he was bit by the tick. So it's a very formative year, sort of 17 to mid-20s, I suppose, or late 20s, or whenever it was. The comments about his battle is not like David and Goliath, not good versus evil, it's like a pendulum. And that really resonated with me because in my job, I work with people with chronic health conditions. My main speciality is people with chronic lung conditions. But a lot of my patients and clients have all sorts of health issues, mental health, other types of physical health, cancers, everything. And one of my main roles is to provide education. I teach people about what's wrong with them, how it's treated, how to better improve their life long term. And one of the things I do say to them is that when you have a chronic health condition, you may have good days and bad days. So just because today's not a good day, maybe you're fatigued, maybe you're breathless, maybe you're feeling down, doesn't mean that tomorrow you're going to feel the same way. You tend to a bit like a pendulum, which is what he was saying. And I thought I picked up on that very quickly. And also the fact that he was talking about managing his illness was like a dance. And the more he relaxed and softened, the easier it becomes. And that's just something about all life. I mean, if you go through life rigid, whether we're talking about health condition or something else, if you can soften, it actually can make a lot of things easier in life, especially when you've got a health condition. I mean, even sports. I mean, I do jiu-jitsu, not at a high level, but I do jiu-jitsu, and I know that if I'm tense or rigid, I'm really easy to throw, and I get tired very quickly. But if I can relax and soften, I'm a lot harder. You're a lot harder to push around, and you keep your energy a lot longer. So just softening, but still moving forward and doing things and being active, but just being less tense. It really is something that can benefit all aspects of your life. So really they're the sort of things that I wrote down during that song. I need to listen to it many more times because there was just so much to it, but I really enjoyed it, and I will listen to it many more times on my own, but I'm definitely going to listen to Sick Boy, which has been recommended to me. So hopefully if you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe if you would like to, that would be great. And if you have any comments, or if there's something else you might like me to react to, or even just non-reaction, I mean, I'm very happy to just do a video on health conditions or how to manage asthma or whatever it might be. As I said, my main specialities are lungs, but I'm also very experienced in many other health issues, so I'm very happy to do things like that. But I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you at the next video, which will be Sick Boy. Thank you. Bye.